Now, when you're done practicing your clarinet, it's very important to put it away carefully and to make sure it's very safe in its case. Clarinets can be very expensive and you don't want to risk breaking it. Never put the clarinet on a couch or somewhere where somebody's going to sit on it. That's not good for the clarinet. And you also want to make sure that you don't set the clarinet on the ground on its bell. This is a very precarious position for the clarinet to be in, and it could easily fall over. You never want to set it on the ground on its side either. It's better just to hold it. So now let's talk about taking it apart and putting it back in the case. Start with the reed. This is the part that is most easily broken, so we want to get it put away first. Take it off the mouthpiece and carefully put it in your reed case. Next, the mouthpiece and ligature. Twist it off, just like we twisted it on. Put it in your mouthpiece cap. This will protect it. Put it in the case. We're going to take apart the rest of the clarinet in the same order we put it together, starting with the barrel, twisting off, and into the case. Next, separating the upper joint from the lower joint. You want to be very careful that you don't grab too hard where the keys are. You can actually bend the keys if you try to take it apart holding it in the wrong way. So I like to hold it here, very firmly but carefully, and on the upper joint here. Then you can twist it apart without bending any keys. And that goes in the case. Lastly, carefully hold the lower joint, again making sure that you're not bending any keys, and twist off the bell. These pieces will also twist off easier if you've used that cork grease. Some cases, like mine, the bell stays attached to the lower joint. So you don't need to take these two pieces apart. Just make sure that you pull it out a little bit so that it doesn't get stuck. And put that in the case. You don't want a whole lot of other stuff in your case. You just want the padding against the instruments. Once you've put everything in the case, close the case and make sure that both the latches close completely. Now your clarinet is safely in its case.